Good morning, this is Hornby R2631, Royal Scot Class. Wheel configuration is 460, running number 6133. It's the green Howards in LMS black. I've had this for a long time but I've never reviewed it. Fantastic loco, runs really well. Now, what I'd like to make is, the first one I had, I knocked off the sideboard and smack onto the floor, was damaged beyond repair. I had to buy 4 others, yes, 4 others, to get one that ran the way it should. The other 3, one kept derailing, another one the cab was loose, another one kept stopping and starting. However, I have one now and it runs absolutely fine. Slight caveat here, it's running around what we call a wall loop. And you can see it runs quite nicely. What's it pulling? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 coaches. Quite nicely, running quite well. Anyway, we hope you enjoy our review and enjoy seeing this locomotive run around our model railway. Thank you for watching. What we have done is we've put crew in it and coal into the locomotive. Here we are running through the widest bend of my track. If I had the room, I wish I could have all my bends of this width because the locos run really nicely. This is the worst part of my track. It's a radius 2 going into a radius 2 curve point. I wouldn't recommend it, but this loco should not have a problem dealing with it due to the short wheelbase. Now you can see why I've only got 7 carriages, because it is in fact running up a slight incline. And that's why I say you have to be careful with inclines if you're putting inclines on your model railway. Here is another view of the loco going through the radius 2 curve point. And you can see it slows down due to the tightness of the bend and the inertia of the carriages. If I put 8 on, the wheels will just spin and it'll stop. Carriages are a mixture of Bachmann and Hornby. You'll see here the loco going through the wider part of the point, the radius 3 part of the set track curve point. And you can see it's a lot smoother and it doesn't slow down as much. That's a lot nicer, isn't it? Here we are coming up our version of the Licky incline, which is a slight gradient. And as I say to people, you have to be careful with gradients. Back in the day, these locos had double headers, they had bankers, and people build gradients the equivalent loco-wise to Everest and wonder why the locos will not climb these gradients with a realistic load. Sometimes if your gradient is too steep, the only option is to fly up, which is hardly realistic. However, what people do with their model railways is up to them. You can hear the wheels just slipping a little bit, do, at the top of the gradients. Because obviously you've got the wheels and the coaches needing more force to pull them. Here is the constant insel frog points test. This is going to be easy. That's a Y point, that's another Y point. All set track insel frog points, analogue locomotive. It has pickups in the tender, and you can see, as you would expect, it's not the loco stopping, we're just trying to get it to go as slow as we can. Of course, we go too slow, it stops. But it is not stopping due to the points or pickups. Do you want to run it out just a little bit faster so it doesn't stop, please? That's fine. That's about the speed. That's a nice speed. And you can see a nice slow speed over infill frog points. It's simple. And take it back round, please. And as you've seen, pulling the coaches, it runs really, really nicely. And next we're going to do the dreaded curve point sidings test. Here is the curve points test. That's radius 2, set track, radius 2, Y point, and give it a bit more power. This was done by the computer program. I would never do it again, it's too tight, but you can see, being a short chassis locomotive, there are no real issues. These are all infill frog points, as you all know. And we'll finish off by reversing out. It is tight, I can see it's tight with the tender. And the wheels, I wouldn't advise having 1, 2, 3 radius 2 points, one following the other with no gap in the track. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we hope you've enjoyed this review of our LMS Royal Scot 6133. Thank you for watching.